Hey guys, it's me. I decided to make it now because I feel like I should do it. Uh, I celebrated today my birthday and it was nice, just relaxing, not doing anything. Sure, I played. Whoops, there we go. Sure, I played some games, but you know, just want to take a time off, but and spend time with my family, watching like Back to the Future 3 since we watched the first and second one, eating cakes, opening presents, that stuff. Just, to not think of about everything else in life. It was pretty nice, fresher stuff that a lot of people just don't do anymore by not touching grass or bitches. But I think we should now focus on some news since I promise I will do it. The first one I want to talk about is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Fans are upset as its Steam's pulls family sharing after launch. So if you don't know what family sharing in Steam is, that is a pretty different, unique. So let's say I have a game that you can't afford, or let's say your brother wants to play, but he has his own Steam account, but he doesn't want to buy it. You can family share it. That means he gets not your account, but only your game's copies. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you both want to play. Well, the problem is he can't. He's not allowed to play. You both are not allowed to play at the same time, only once. So maybe let's say you work on, like you work at school and your little brother is not home, and then he hops on in his own laptop PC and it plays, and when you're back, he stops and goes to bed. It's like something like that, timed out. I used to do it. I used to do it with my. I had two accounts that I thought was sucks, so I would put it together in family tree. Sometimes it is though annoying because I don't know if it was, but multiplayer was a bit difficult. So I just, decided to fuck it and not do it anymore. Now, family sharing is great. To be honest, I would do it with people that I could trust. Or like, you know, just don't have enough games and would play it. I think I would give it to my cousins. I wouldn't give my account, but I would give them that my you know family sharing, because I think they would play more games that I didn't play. Since if you have a lot of games, I think your cousin would be amazed about the amount of games he could try out. Um, and I think it's a good thing what Steam made. And I don't think a lot of people know about it, but it is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of things in Steam that are hidden that you need to find out, research a bit more. But yeah, so let's talk about it. So when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 launched out on October 38th or 28th, I'm pretty stupid right now. Um, let's see. With the feature enabled, I'm 28. Yeah, 28. It came out, I think. I'm not sure. Launch at, yeah, 28. On console and PC, staying balanced. May Steam. It is supposed to serve family sharing feature, though as of yesterday, Force looks to share a single copy of the latest card. Steam won't be too happy as Activision decided to disable the servers just 3 short days after the launch. That's right. They thought, fuck that. I want your little cousin to buy it for $70. Now, interesting. Kotaku decided to reach out for Activision for comments, and then the community has been a mix of confused at times, especially was done curb cheating concern and frustrating from those who were planning to use the feature, particularly to save up money to avoid purchasing a multi-copy for $70. Like I said, I hate the new idea of games are coming $70 because I think this is just outrageous amount of money for even for a game that might not be even good. Like I say it, Gotham Knight, not even worth, not a single penny. But like I said, I hate the idea that no matter that $70 is the new gaming, and like I said, it's expensive. All right, games used to be $20 or even less, 10. Now it's fucking $70. It's a bit outrageous, to be honest. And then a guy wrote, I own the game on Steam. I work. I can't play as much as my younger cousin. Like I said, the idea. Neither of us want to play in the same account because we got own level class of friends. Reads one comment on Reddit. This sucks. Starts another. My nephew plays Modern Warfare 2 while I'm away working though my family share. This game just too expensive. Just justify another copy right now. And it's like a lot of people have the same thing. Some Vision don't support features and then Activision strict anti-cheat policy for COD. Could use all feature bounces smurfing con Warfare 2 does not strict. Those are the things what they think is the reason, like why they removed it. But to be honest, I think they just didn't want people to. They just want more money. Sadly, I'm just saying that because I stay true. Next one I want to talk about is the Witcher. The Witcher are convinced they know the real reason why Henry Cavill left the Netflix series. Now, if you don't know, The Witcher was a really successful series that brought a lot of people back to playing The Witcher 3, like a lot. And even people bought it again. I don't know how much they bought it, but it was like pretty big since they just realized how successful it was. Now, Superman, the guy who also plays Warhammer 40k, I think he's pretty cool, said that he was going back as Superman, and there will be new movies about it in the future. And I think what happened was that he had it. It's just difficult trying to do two movies at the same time. So main series, I think acting is really difficult, to be honest. And you just you cannot go in two places, because I think the witches are like, I think in some places in different countries. Don't know where. And then DC is like, America. My theory is why he just didn't do it is because I think the Superman is on America, and the Witcher is maybe on Poland. But this is just my theory, that I think it's just difficult going to two places with planes. This is my theory. I'm not suggesting that it's the complete truth. I just think that might be one of the reasons, or probably just doesn't have time for both reading the scripts. But not sure. As you can see, has been fighting, but as well, the Henry Cavill has been fighting the show running for years, and it looks like he finally gave up after this tweet. Let's click it on. In an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, showrunner reached that the star Henry, who played Geralt, pushed from The Witcher, have more dialogue to character would appear. After he was sending to me were about Geralt that could have first. His witch explained that she then reflected on how season 1 portrayed The Witcher. Everybody came out first, even one laughed and loved and girlfriend finally. But Henry was saying that when you read the book, you spend a lot of time in Geralt's head. So how can we put that in the page? The thing I pushed for, it wasn't necessary just to bring more work to screen, because as I'm sure now, in the book's channels are amateur filtering. Intelligent, wise, and thoughtful. He said, time more forbidden snipe, but important for me to have a character breed. I think this is probably amazing parts if the actor actually reads the books of some games. Or even plays the game, just to know how it feels. Not like Halo, where it says we have people who never played Halo but read the manga. Well, they did manga or comics. That's just bad. But the fact that he does something like this is amazing. Dope part for me was finding the balance between showrunning vision and my love for the books. They're trying to bring together the showrun vision. It's been 25 days showrun, so it tricks between finding the book plays with both as much as I could. Yeah, it's just great, you know. People, actors that really give effort for trying to exactly be on The Witcher, and I think he did an amazing thing. Oh shit. The trick today I was saying earlier, because there are certain vision, there are certain story and plot, so it was about me trying to find Garrett place within all of my arts and requests were along the line of just being faithful to the source material. Yeah. And like I said, a lot of people find it a bit disappointing, but you know, I think I still want to look on you know, The Witcher and the Netflix why they reason. But like I said, The Witcher fans think it's a theory. To be for me, we still have to look a bit further, you know, about his opinion and the Netflix, because it's better to have both. If you listen to both things than just one. If you listen to one guy and not the second one, well, then you're completely stupid, to be honest, because then you don't give a fair chance. Next one I want to talk about is that PlayStation Plus loses nearly 2 million subscribers monthly after relaunch. Despite June's redesigned multi-tier service, Sony subscribers are continuing to fall. Sony relaunched PlayStation Plus does not look like entirely planned. In the Japanese giant latest final report shows that Plus launch is lost 1.2 million subscribers between July and September. Which is figure dropped from 43.3 million to 45.4 million. Those are clear healthy numbers, almost double the Microsoft can boost the Game Pass, but certainly not what Sony would have been hoping for an enormous improved nature of the subscription service. Now, what the hell is going on? Well, the thing is, a lot of people just maybe don't really want to buy a PlayStation or just get a subscription. I think the people, the company just don't know how much a normal average gamer can afford a game. Sometimes, like I said, if a game costs $70 and then you have to pay a subscription, it's just too much for their budgets, and sometimes they just, you know, drop the controllers or look for something else, like I guess Xbox, I could say, or like a PC. I also want to say that I talked about this once on my video, where Microsoft had the power of Call of Duty, and they will only have a 3 years of registration. But then I didn't mention that Sony tried to try to suit them, and the thing is, here's what I'm gonna say. Sony's just mad because they're gonna lose a big money thing, but at the same time, Sony has games that they only have themselves, like God of War, Rock, except that is on Steam. But there's also like Ghost of Tsune. I don't know what this game called. Ghost of, you know, the game Riding in Japan. I thought that looked so amazing. Is only on PlayStation. What I'm trying to say is, they are trying to be mad. They're trying to like say you're like holding this game for yourself, but at the same time you're doing the same thing with a lot of your games. And to be honest, that's just, you know, kind of just making no sense. If you do the same thing and just like feel like that's not okay for them doing, but it's okay for you doing, kind of just stupid. Yeah, but I said it. Also, a lot of people just buy, and a lot of people just think Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass is just much more worth than, you know, Sony Pass, and I would agree. I would rather get the Xbox Game Pass than the PlayStation one. Next one I want to talk about is Yu-Gi-Oh! It comes like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes to life like that Star Wars in 3D chess game. Now, if you haven't seen this video, it's also in Spanish. This YouTuber made a program that it tells the card on, well, how do I say it? What the character is like. Well, if you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a card game that is like really old, and now he plays a card in there, and the animation pops out. What is pretty cool, because I remember in Star Wars, Rise of the, I don't know, I forgot when I think Luke was playing with the, what was it? Luke was playing with I can't remember, but it's just that I don't know if you remember, but there was the time where Luke was playing a game with I want to say Boba Fett, but that's not him. With God, I need to watch Star Wars again. But he was, like I said, he was playing with someone, and they were playing with this animation chess game where they would like show animation, and that was pretty cool. Now it came to life. He said it. It says here, after 7 months of testing, work, and testing franchise Yu-Gi-Oh fans, Super Soldier has built one of the coolest card game tricks I have ever seen. A game made at camera setup that makes argument really tech is able to broadcast a 3D version of the monster he's played in his card. While he put a lifelong dream to be something like this come to pass, we started a project early in the year, but he knew practically nothing about any of the texture. He would need to pull this off, so he started studying. What is pretty interesting. He had to learn, develop Unreal Engine. He was able to program and animal the monsters. He had immersed himself in the origin scene to be able to hack together hardware required. He had to learn how NFC worked and how he could make such a thing when he placed cards down. When his custom made the world trigger the requirement action. Fortunately, I managed to surround myself with passion, confidence, managed to. And here's the video. I'm probably gonna try to find the link. Is it Spanish?
On a des choses à se dire. Vous pouvez pas savoir à quel point je suis contente de vous faire.
No, it's French. Oh, it's French. So yeah, I think he's a big Yu-Gi-Oh player. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh as well, but then I completely forgot, and I don't want to see how Yu-Gi-Oh is now because it's completely different. But it's pretty cool, since I remember I always wanted to have that if I play a card down, it would show up. I think this is a really cool thing. Next one. So, Real World Hotel is unhappy being used as a Modern Warfare 2 deathmatch map. So, if you don't know, this is the map that I absolutely don't like. So, what is going on is that Brettenberg Hotel is you're playing in a deathmatch or other games, mostly deathmatch, where you play in a hotel. It's called Brettenberg Hotel in Amsterdam, where you shoot people in this explosion. It looks like a terrorist attack. Now, it is not a good idea to it's not a good idea to, how do I say it? Do it in real place, because then people that work in that, or the CEO business, just see that and it's like, oh no, people think it actually something bad happened. I first researched. The first thing I did in research was that a terrorist attack in there, or something bad happened, but I couldn't find anything. Maybe it would, maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. But what did happen is that a lot of people found a leak of where the idea came out. It appears the worst map in the Beta Museum was stolen from real life looking Get a Museum coffee or stealing ideas. To be honest, I don't think it's a bad thing of having inspiration on places, because it's not illegal, right? Except if you do it exactly the same position hotel tax names. Just that's what I'm trying to say. If you write the names on the hotel, then it would be a bit controversial. But going to places in real life is also good. If you think about Battlefield, they Battlefield had a lot of maps where it wasn't the places. I think I could in my head I think about like in Battlefield One, Verdun, they actually it's better if you go to that place and feel it and go to the historical yourself, not looking online. Online, yeah, but if you go in real places, you feel like you know what to design, where to make it. Like a farm, this farm used to be an old farm, but then after World War I, completely destroyed. And look, that's an old picture they found, and then they get inspiration for it, and I think that's great. This It's not bad. It's not punishable for having ideas on places. It's not even stealing ideas in the end. Except maybe if you have exactly in Brandenburg. And here we have a Twitter I found on PC Gaming. It says Amsterdam Hotel may take legal action due to the unwanted Call of Duty depiction. It just doesn't look good for their business. Because then people will maybe go to Amsterdam. Hey, look, that's the place where I shoot people in deathmatch, and then people around us like, wait, what? Oh yeah, I fight there. I like the explosion. That's why I would kill a lot of people. It's just not a good idea. And then this guy, what I've interesting. Apparently, Infinity War also in hot water for other maps like San Maria. Background picks a map that were revealed before launch as already renamed Crown Restaurant with a Citron Max subscription reference museum map based on Getting Loud that was in a beta missing from the launch version. Um, so yeah, hot stuff, for Activision. It is not a good idea sometimes to take historical action that was so horrible. Like, it would be really bad. I don't want to really say it, but like, I'd say like it would be really terrible if you make a game like, let's say Call of Duty, and you play when 9/11 happened. That would be horrible. Where a lot of people died, or some places, or like, I don't know. There's like places where a lot of people died, and it happened recently, and it was really terrible for a lot of people. It's not a good idea to do that, or even like even mentioning a school. There was a school shooting that was terrible. That a lot of people died. Make a game about it. It's not. It doesn't look good on. It doesn't look good on the game. It doesn't look on the developers, because it just makes you feel like you. It looks bad in the end. Alright, that's what I'm trying to say, and it's just doesn't feel comfortable if people had experience with it, um, or just family members lost. It just doesn't look good, and then people might be upset about it. So yeah. Next one I find quite sad is a popular gaming Twitter shuts down in a wake of Elon Musk's takeover. Niebuhr is a source of breaking gaming news across the industry announced and is done. If you don't know, Niebuhr, that I um, didn't follow, but I wish I did, because like I said, I didn't use Twitter, but I always checked on him because he's an amazing kind of dude that always announced new games, dramas about video games. It's just a really cool guy, and to be honest, that kind of inspired me to make those videos, making gaming news. Um, he said that Neville didn't break the story, but rather had an almost pretentious ability to tweet about it before anyone else wanted to know. Nintendo director was coming up, or that the latest trailer of God War Ragnarok has gone live. Neville would likely to be the first one presumed to vapor and himself interest being trustworthy source of information as well, so as the calm voice when it came of his own intuition. Now what happened was, in September, Nemo launched a Patreon way of monetization, which presumed must be a full-time job of scanning the feds. Despite an infinite flurry of people back him, it was reported that numbers of quickly began to drop. At the time of writing, the Patreon is very healthy, but with only two back $985, but with only two back tiers, $1 and $3. Assume that works around 1,000 a month after tax, not really living wage. Unfortunately, Neighbor says that paying Gates Patreon statement, I was not able to create an interesting settlement Patreon, which involved numbers of station during the first week and the first honor managed pledge being delayed during the first week. I have miscalculated the value of my Twitter activation, realizing that it is not worth supporting itself. Ways majority of people, it is not me who is popular, but it's the work that is useful. It is not valuable itself, but comfortable itself that I get that now. He also said he also talked about a discussion about when Elon Musk takes over Twitter. He said, I do not trust platform. I do not trust the platform. Nevo says this day, I do not trust Musk, and it seems like infinity and mantra. I do not think Twitter will fall apart instantly, but that it could die slowly. Why waste more time? In his final comment on Twitter before he logged his 448k floor account, Nevo explained he wants to turn his attention elsewhere. After some interest, I made the decision to focus my time energy elsewhere. Moving on Twitter, this marked the end of my video game courage and my action participating in the platform. Thank everyone for the fun time. The account is locked and removed prevent anyone else from making control of the handling and causing mischief. Not that it has stopped people in the past. Now I want to say I'm kind of disappointed that he's gone, but I hope he would come back sooner. If like YouTube or something, or Twitch, like I don't know, like probably YouTube, because he's an amazing guy and I would love to always like watch something news, because like I said, he's the first one to respond to anything, and I hope he's doing okay. And I think it's also difficult for him trying, like I said, it's not easy. You need to look around, finding some news, and trying to post it while not making any money on Twitter. And doing a Patreon is nothing wrong, to be honest. It's just for supporting your favorite fan to continue his work. And I just hope he's doing all right. If you check, this is his account, so he's not protected. Now you cannot follow him anymore. Check his news. Well, that's kind of sad. Now, here's the one I talked about that. Fuck, I should have put it there. Yeah, but this is the one I talked about. Henry Cavill's in Witcher with Lime and Ross. That someone he's gonna get replaced. The actor Lime will be joining the Witcher, Lime Henry family, and will wear the white rag and carrying the cool sword Garrett's moving forward. He said he will try doing his best, and he hopes he's doing his journal. What I wish good luck, because I hope this is not gonna flop the Witcher 4 season. And one last, but my god, this video's be long again. So if you haven't heard, the streamer who broke at TwitchCon shows off his scars. DJ recovered from pit as being life-changing experience. Andrew, I talked about it how videos. I'm not gonna show her back because you should probably check it yourself. But it was pretty horrible. What I want to talk about is this one. With her first return stream to Twitch after the incident in TwitchCon left her with a broken back, Andrew revealed she found out she was pregnant. Once visiting the doctor, she could not keep the kid due to surgery she had to undergo. Well, I think it's probably, sad. And I think, like I said, I don't know if I think it's just I feel bad for her, to be honest, because it's just such an it's just sad, You didn't know you had a kid, but you sadly can't keep it because of your surgery, and it's all because you've trusted someone to say jump and be it's safe. Now she hasn't responded if she's gonna sue Twitch or not. I mean, America's like I said, I don't live in America, but surgery is hella expensive, and we might see, like, we don't know anything right now, but that's the first video, like first stream she did, and we don't know if she's gonna sue TwitchCon, like Twitch or not. So the last thing I'm gonna talk about, a pioneer Sega developer, Rika Conrad, has died. From Pentastar and Kisa Arcade, Alex Kidd is Sonic, she has story carried. Now, I don't know much about her. I checked a bit about the classic Scary Arcade, which has so sorry, I'm a bit tired. So Rika Kodama is one of the most important developer in history of both Sega and the wide roleplay genre. Has died of age of 59. An IGN report she actually passed away back in May, but her death was not announced public to the company at the time. Fans recently discovered a tribute to Quantum its credit section of Mega Drive Mates 2, however prompt Sega produced Shogun to confirm the sad news. So yeah. Sega continued classic title series in a beginning computer company in 1984. She would work on everything from design, pixel art, and spent her early career in series like Alex Kidd and Fantasy Zone. She was the principal artist of Original Fantasy Star. She would keep working on the series story and secret rising to the role of director by the fourth game. Her other known works include Dreamcast Classic Scary Arcade, which was against lead developers, on why she also continued artist game like the first two Sonic titles and Alternate Beast. So it's always sad to see in one of the inspired games to die, since we had one I made, I think, last week about the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Died for trying to save people, and now a Sega developer died as well for making games. And here we have a tweet. It has finally been announced that Rika Kono has passed away. I found memories on working with her on Phantom Stars and Sonic, and went to the wake and funeral and could not believe how sudden it was. I pray for your soul, rest in peace. And to be honest, I would also say it. Rest in peace, and thank you for making games that I didn't play, but a lot of people did in their young age, and made a lot of people inspire making more games and making this franchise something great. That's all I want to talk about it. Sorry that I'm a bit quiet, but it's like I said, it's like late and I'm a bit tired. So that's all I want to talk about it. Good night.